Oh, we're out in the garden with Dave, the garden guy, and Bob on a beautiful morning.
It
What's
is a beautiful
this?
morning. You know what? That's the claw. Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Hey, you know what? Before we talk, I got a bone to pick with you. Hold that for a second. Folks, look at this.
Do I have to do
I let him hold the hoe
your
for
hoe
just a
broken
second.
again?
It's broken. I'm not kidding. Bob and I came out here, and you were the last guy to touch that thing.
I did not do that.
Yes,
and
you
then
did.
This looks like it's from the 50s. What are you doing with this?
You know what? Being a poor old farm boy, you got to use about any tool you can weld up, and that's one you need to do. But we're talking about getting those gardens ready, you know, and there's a lot to be talked about. But let's first off, you got to start thinking about all that stuff that needs to go in the garden, Scotty. Bone meal and blood meal.
Okay.
We got a guy around here that's named Bone Meal, I think. Mario in the back. And then, of course, some lava sand right here. That needs to be going in. All this stuff needs to be going in the garden. Right below it? Go right down there. There you go.
Steer manure.
Steer manure. There you go, Bobby. You got it.
Fragrance-free?
That is the real stuff.
That's the real deal,
That's the stuff you rub up all over yourself right after a good shower. Yeah, you can go ahead and put the claw in there. There it is. You know what? This guy does like to destroy stuff. Hold your broken hoe there for a second. Some other things, lots of seeds need to go in. Your collard greens, your spinach. All these seeds should go in, and I mean, Scotty, right now. We talked about it, and go ahead. What was your question?
I didn't say
thought
anything.
You said something. Okay, it must be my IFB.
Hearing
and of
things.
course, might be. Of course, lots of different types of flowers. You got sunflowers going in, marigolds right here, and of course, we got lots of zinnias. Zinnias are something that you want to put in right now. Why? You want to attract those pollinators or those different types of bees that you want in the garden. Of course, all those different types of beneficial insects doesn't hurt either. And then different types of transplants. All these different types of cabbages and cauliflowers and your broccolis and one of your favorite, kale. At least my favorite. Scotty and I were just talking about.
You really eat kale?
I eat kale. You know how I eat kale? Kale chips. They are delicious. If you haven't, you know what?
There is nothing associated with kale that's delicious. That
Dude, I'm going to tell you, you have kale chips with a little bit of sea salt on them. No. You're going to be eating them like the McDonald's French fries you love so much.
Chips.
No, you're going to love kale chips. And they're healthy for them, folks, all at the same time. And then, of course, once you get all those in, lots of water. We're going to have to stay on the water. You may have to water up to 2 times a day when you're doing this stuff. So you want to stay on top of that and regular fertilization, and voila, you're off and running to a great garden for the fall time.
I have 2 questions.
No, there's no questions.
No, you're a big fisherman. Isn't there something to do with blood meal and fishing? What am I thinking of?
I don't know. There's blood meal.
Catfish or
catfish,
something?
Yeah, there is a catfish bait made out of blood meal.
That's right. I thought, and that smells.
That smells. And that's something you can use in your garden. I used to bury fish in my garden too. So there you go. If you want to. I did. I had a garden up in Michigan one time. Used to go out and get those carp, and I'd put them in my garden before I planted my tomatoes. Fish are natural fertilizer. You got a lot to learn. You better hang around the garden guy more often.
One more question real quick before we get to April. Why is this bag on this thing?
So
you do the most peculiar things out here.
So I don't lay it on the ground. You don't stop in the soil. I can put all my seeds in it. I can take them out of here so you don't come in and pilfer my shed. How's that?
April, I have nothing to say to that.
Help me out here, Sunflower. This is ridiculous. I mean, broken hoe, worrying about my bags. I mean, you know what? This is a terrible day. There we go. Back to you, April. They're just going to leave it on.
I know. I do feel like the two of you could benefit from some counseling maybe after the show. 9:50 right now.